Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Sebru, and thank you for joining me for another exciting edition of Ask An Aquarius. If you haven't already, hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Thank you. So, listen guys, I gotta tell you something. We have a very important question today. This is a question that I saw about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I gotta just allow myself to overthink this one for a little while because it's very worthy of a lot of consideration. Usually, when I first started asking Aquarius, I would do the questions that entertained me first, because those were the funny ones. Now, I have no rhyme or reason to how I do them. I just pick them off the list. And a lot of the ones that are on the list have been on the list for a long time because I have to ponder certain ones, like this one that I'm getting ready to read to you. So, I want you guys to think about this, and I'm going to tell you what I think. It says, what is the most positive way to overcome and regain confidence and lose fear so that you can allow love and a life partner to come towards you? Okay, so this person is basically dealing with a lack of confidence and fear. And they want to overcome it in a positive way, okay? They want to allow love into their lives, a relationship of some kind, and they're wondering, like, how can they do this? The first part is you can't manifest love or a life partner until you get past the fear and lack of confidence. So the second part you can just take off, to just kind of delete that part because you can't even work on it yet. You have to work on first the fear, and you have to work on regaining confidence. The first thing you have to do is go back to what caused you to lose the confidence and gain the fear in the first place. What happened to you? Was it a bad relationship? Was it a bad relationship with your parents? What was it that happened to you that caused that in the first place? Okay? And I mentioned relationships and parents first and foremost because those are the relationship issues that usually lead us into fear and a lack of confidence. Your parents are your first loves. Your parents are the first representation of the divine masculine and feminine in your life. You know, they're the first ones. And your relationship with them is going to affect your relationship with everybody else in the world. Okay? And if it's not a good relationship, or if there are some problems with the relationship, as you get older, you're going to just have to address them. And when it comes to romantic relationships, every time you're hurt by another lover, every time you are, something goes wrong in your romantic relationship, especially the ones that are serious, not so much just the play ones, the ones that are really serious and you really have your heart into, every time something goes wrong with one of those, we develop issues as well. So in this case, one of those two things must have caused you to have fear and a lack of confidence. So you have to go back to the situation. You haven't healed the situation. Whatever the situation was, even if it was a long time ago or even if it was more recently, you haven't healed it. You haven't released it. And the way that you know that is because you still have the fear and you still have the lack of confidence. If you had healed it, you would have started to regain your confidence and the fear wouldn't be as strong. So what ends up happening, and this happens to me too, this is exactly why right now I'm not working to manifest a relationship. I told you guys I'm just chilling, and that's just why I'm chilling, because one of the things that I recognize is that as soon as you start to even think about manifesting a life partner, your thoughts go to negative. If your thoughts automatically go to negative, you're not ready for that manifestation. Because, like, I give you a perfect example. You're sitting there thinking, okay, I really want to try to manifest a relationship. And then the thought comes to your mind, but I hope it's not this. I hope it's not a bad person. I hope it's not a negative energy. I hope nothing goes wrong. And if you start to go into that place of fear and anxiety and maybe even panic, you're not done. You're not done with healing from what actually happened to you. Those are just symptoms. Those are signs to you like, woo, yo, some things have gone unaddressed. So you have to go back to those places. You have to go back to those uncomfortable areas. You have to go back to those abuses and those hurts and those slights and those disappointments and, whatever it was. You have to go back to that and deal with that. Okay, so I had a bad relationship. I haven't healed yet from the narcissistic abuse. How can I heal from this abuse? You have to go back and see what the issues are. And then you have to use the healing methods to heal those areas. So if you're still holding on to abuse issues, for example, or if you're still holding on to hurt from being cheated on or something like that, you have to then use therapeutic methods or spiritual methods or whatever kind of methods you want to use to heal those places. As you heal them, your confidence boosts. And as you heal them, the fear goes away. Okay? And see, that's the way that it works. And because you're like, okay, I'm not afraid anymore. I know that I can find a decent person. I know that there's people out there in the world that won't hurt me. I know there's people that won't abuse me, And you become confident and sure of that. You become positive of that. You're sure that you can manifest. You're sure that you can draw to you this great person. And then you go and you work and do the law of attraction work to draw in the person, to draw in the life partner. But the first step is to heal the past. Everybody I've ever talked to who was struggling in life was still holding on to pain from the past. I was watching different TV shows before I left the United States. And one of my favorite shows was Intervention. And Intervention always started off with all of the awful things that happened to the addict that they were still holding on to. They were still mad at their father. They were still mad at their mother. They got raped. They got abused. They got molested. They were holding on to some trauma, some awful thing from the past that they needed to let go. We hold on to these awful things. We hold on to them, and we constantly keep telling the story and we keep reliving it over and over in our head. And it's like the sickness. It's like it's festering inside of us. And the only way to deal with it is to heal it and let it go. Yes, this bad thing happened to you. Yes, your father was mean to you. Yes, your first boyfriend sodomized and raped you. Yes, these things happen. You can't change the past, but you can change the future. So for a lot of us, that's what it is. It's holding on to those awful things. I tell people all the time, let go of what insults your soul. Let go of the awful. Release it. You have to heal it, release it. And the only way to do it is to heal it, forgive, release. It's always the same pattern. Heal, forgive, release. It goes the same way. Every time I see somebody go through this process, they do the same thing. Heal, forgive, release. And that's what you have to do. Once you heal, forgive, and release, then you can use the law of attraction to manifest a life partner. And up until that point, it's never going to work, even if you try to manifest it. That's why I took it off the table up front, because even if you try, I've seen people try to manifest a life partner without doing that part first, and they just keep manifesting the wrong person. They keep manifesting somebody to take them back to the original wound. They keep getting the same person over and over again. The same wound. You got cheated on again, got cheated on again, got cheated on again. It's like the same wound because the universe is trying to get you to heal it. And the more it comes to you, it just keeps coming. Some people keep dating the same person. I say this over all the time because out of all the clients I have, I keep seeing this in repetition. They keep dating the same person, getting the same results, And that's the universe's way of trying to get you to do something different. The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. You're not going to get a different result. If you keep dating the same guy over and over, you're going to keep getting the same result over and over. You like them bad boys, and them bad boys keep dogging you, you're going to keep getting the same result over and over again. You see? So for a lot of people, it's just the universe. They're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to get you to see. They're trying to get you to get the lesson and move on. Okay? So if you do that, then you can use the law of attraction and somebody will come into your life that matches what you're looking for, if that's what's meant to be by your soul's journey. Okay? So I always tell you guys, it's lots of ways to deal with this part of it, the healing part of it. I've given you all kinds of healing tools. That's what you need to work with. Work with your healing tools. And if you can't do it by yourself, you have to see a professional. You got to see a therapist. You got to get a reading. You got to get some help. If you can't do it by yourself, don't be afraid to get some help. Okay? I hope that helps. See you later.